Hello, everyone.
Hey.
We're back.
Oh, no. Sam.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, my name is Sam, and I'm here with my wife.
It's me, Alex.
And you're listening
To the Honey I'm Home podcast.
on your
Yay.
favorite streaming platform.
We've been missing for the past couple weeks. Not missing as in like
It's literally been 1 week.
the police were looking for us, but missing as in like like there were no Amber Alerts, but
Girl.
but we haven't been on the podcast.
We just missed 1 week. That was all.
Yeah,
Why was it?
just because.
Spring break?
No, it was the week after spring break. It was last week. Yeah, it just didn't happen.
It just did not happen.
Yeah, but we're back.
We are back. And we have something very interesting planned for today. Do you have any announcements?
No, I don't have any announcements.
Nothing to announce
No,
to the people?
no announcements. Do you have any announcements?
Easter is coming up.
Thank you, Calendar Sam.
For no reason. Tell us what you're doing for Easter, people.
Right now.
Right
We'll
now.
give you a minute. Ready?
No, we're not doing this.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
So hope you enjoy Easter, and
Yep.
I don't know what else.
That's, I think, our announcement.
Enjoy Easter.
Enjoy Easter.
Good Friday's coming up. And then it's looking for eggs in the yard,
Yep.
and then it's Easter.
You know what I've always been confused by? You know what I've
What?
always been confused by? Why do we look for eggs at Easter, but the main character of Easter, other than Jesus, is the Easter bunny, and the bunny leaves the eggs? Why does the bunny leave eggs? Why isn't it an Easter chicken? Like, where does this bunny get the eggs?
It's a good question. As someone who did not grow up with this celebration, because I did not grow up with this celebration in Honduras. I think Easter bunny crab stuff is just to distract from the real meaning of Easter. Why it's a bunny, that's for America to explain.
America, explain!
I also have no clue why it's a bunny hiding eggs.
If anybody knows the history behind the bunny and the eggs,
Or
please,
just the whole festivity in general.
please let us know.
Not
because-
Easter as in like Passover, and
Yeah, like we
know that. We believe in that.
I just have always been
But
confused.
Easter as in a bunny.
because bunnies don't lay eggs. I kind of wish, honestly, I'll be honest, I wish it was an Easter chicken. I could get down with an Easter chicken. Wouldn't that be so cute?
Maybe it's just it rolls down the tongue better, like Easter bunny. When it's Easter chicken. I think it's the same syllables, actually. Maybe it's just that we're used to it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Listen, I'm not upset at the candy though.
no. We went today and bought the stuff for our Easter baskets. In fact, the Easter baskets are sitting in front of us right now, and all this delicious candy is just staring back at
It's
us.
taking so much self-control right now because that Kinder Egg, I really want to crack it open and see what toy is inside.
You can't. Not till Saturday. No.
Okay. Anyways,
Anyways,
it's a good question.
Sam, what'd you do this week? This past week has been such a weird.
It's been 2 weeks.
I don't
since
even know
we've
what
spoken with
the people.
What's a high and a low?
What have we done? A high and a low
We bought a table that
that we ended up reselling because it was too small.
is too small for us.
Yeah, so we bought and sold a table. That was interesting.
No profit, just bought and sold. Just didn't eat it.
Yeah.
You did
My
not bake.
my
today.
strawberries have one flower.
Oh
on,
yeah,
on the
You
plants.
planted strawberries.
Yeah, I have one flower.
My aloes are doing good.
Yes, Sam takes care of those aloes as if they are children, which I just know then that he'll be a great dad, because if he can take care of a plant with so much love and
You're
affection.
kidding me. Not even a dog, just a plant. We, for all... no, never mind.
I played Fortnite for the first time.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I'm a gamer girl now.
You are a gamer girl.
Yeah, we won. The first 2 games that I played, we won.
First 2 games.
And then we lost, but that's not the point. The first 2 games we won. So,
Yeah, that happened.
So that was good.
We went to Olive Garden.
We went to Olive Garden.
The chocolate lasagna.
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 Sure.
The chocolate
I think it's lasagna.
Shalagna.
Shakalaka.
The la chocolate sagalagna.
It's good.
Oh my! I gotta remember this is being
People will hear this.
thrown out in the public.
I know,
and
it's not just us.
people that know me. Put it together.
Embarrassing.
Well,
Anyway.
anyways, the chocolate lasagna is really good. I think it's dangerous. So if you like chocolate and lasagna,
Yeah.
Olive Garden has a mean one.
Yeah. Not a sponsor.
But
But if they want to sponsor us, we
Listen.
would be so down.
if you get the word out to Olive Garden, we can show them our numbers on our podcast and see how the outreach of people we have.
Broad,
Not gonna say it
broad
right now.
reach.
I'm not gonna flex on anyone right now, but
but
we got a K after that number.
that's funny.
It do be a K there.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, does that count as a flex?
Sure. I don't know. Well, let's move on. Sam, what are we going to be talking about today?
No, that's not fair. This was your idea.
Okay.
You,
You asked me.
Alex. What are we going to talk about today?
All right.
Ma.
So, for no reason. Okay, so what we're going to be talking today... Shut up. What we're going to be talking about today is a little segment we called I Respect That. Because there's...
I love how we say one that we call as if...
We agreed on it? Yeah.
I know,
One
I
that
know.
I call.
I meant like as if it's a thing.
Yeah,
I
one
guess
that-
we're making it a thing right now.
That's what I'm saying.
All right,
That's what I'm trying to say.
sorry
That's
for
what I'm trying to say.
interrupting. I take it back.
All right, so we're doing a little segment called I Respect That. Because we've done some hot takes in the past, and we have plenty more hot takes to offer, believe me.
Well, I don't think we have had hot takes so far. We've had Q&As.
Well, not like as a segment, but the hot takes have come up
Oh.
from time to time.
Just in our daily
life.
conversations.
Yeah.
Or life.
Sorry, my leg just got stuck in this chair. Okay, I got it. So we've done plenty of hot takes. No, Sam. He's going for the Kinder eggs. Actually, that's my basket.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Then even better.
No! Anyway. And hot takes are awesome. We're a big fan of them. They're super fun. But they sometimes have like a little bit of a negative tint to it. So I was thinking like, oh, what's the opposite of a hot take that can be like positive? And I was like, oh, I think that would be something that is maybe like a little out of the ordinary, but you respect and like
Or
think
just
it's
agree.
cool or agree with.
It's agreed upon.
Because I feel like that's like a common thing the kids say these days is like, oh, I respect that. That'll probably be super out of style by the time.
Interesting that's the way you were. I thought it was just a general, I respect that, not like a...
It's like the
it's
phrase.
a trendy thing to say, I respect that.
Oh, it works both ways.
Okay, sure.
See, big brain. So we're gonna talk about our I respect that.
Can you guys tell we haven't done this in a while?
That was for no reason.
Why?
I did such a good job.
Why are you
I
taking
stumbled over my words like 12 million times.
Why are you
but I
taking
did
it
so
personally?
good. I did so good. All right, Sam.
It's oh my gosh, we're 10 minutes in.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We haven't started. So, Sam, kick us off.
Who am I kicking?
Us.
Oh. Honestly, I had nothing prepared yet.
Okay. I have...
I'm going to keep it 100 with you.
I respect that.
Can we talk about it? No,
What?
I'll start. I can start.
Okay, start.
I can.
Do it.
I respect when people have healthy social boundaries. Respect that. Don't laugh at me.
Do elaborate. What do you mean?
What do you mean, do elaborate? I said what I said.
No, tell us more. What do you mean by healthy social boundaries?
Like, okay, let me fumble through this. Is the word fumble or stumble on that one? Let me stumble through this?
You could say it
Because
either
if you
way.
fumble it, then you lost it. That's a negative thing, right?
You could also like fumble around for something, which would be like it's slipping out of your hand. It's kind of like stumbling. Stumbling is like when you're walking. Fumbling is like something in your hand, which is why in football
But you
it's called a
eventually
fumble.
lose it. Yeah, that's why it's a fumble, because you lost the
Yeah,
ball.
but if you stumble, then you eventually fall on the ground. I think if I say the word fumble or stumble one more time, it will no longer be a word.
Does that happen in your brain where you say one word over and over and over and you're like,
And then I'm like,
Who
it's
the
not real anymore.
who the heck came up with this word?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why that make sense?
Yeah, and then it's not a real word anymore.
A real what?
There's a term for that, but I don't know what the term is off the top of my head. When you like say a word so many times it loses its meaning. I don't know what it's called. Okay, so can you elaborate on what you mean by
Yeah, so for example, saying no to social gatherings when you are clocked out.
Sam?
What?
Is this my idea that I said in the car?
Was that it? No. No. You said something
similar.
different.
It was similar.
You said something
keep going
different.
with your thought.
Let me expand a little.
Okay, go
Let me
ahead.
elaborate.
Yeah.
Let me elaborate. Let my brain cook. Like,
I feel like we're preheating.
we are freeing. You know what? Forget about it. You go.
Like
I'll come up with something
We're
different.
trying to cook, but the stove's not on.
I'm like trying to cook, but I'm not even in the kitchen right now.
I'm trying to cook, but we're in the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Okay, if we keep
All right,
going,
anyway,
we're
we're
losing
done.
it.
So are you gonna finish your thought, or am I taking over?
I feel like I've been put down enough times to try to finish that thought. I'm just gonna let you go first, or
All right.
just go.
My first one, which I told Sam in the car I was going to say, and it feels a little bit like he tried to steal it, but maybe you were on a different track, is I respect when people don't live a life of hustle. Meaning...
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, different track for sure.
Because I literally said the word clocked out in the car.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Different track for sure.
Okay.
But I see how they can be related. Like they
okay.
might be distant
Well, look at that.
cousins.
Cool.
Like
yeah,
they only see themselves in the holidays.
Yeah, I respect when people. I think in America, specifically, there's this like the like American dream thing of like, just like keep climbing the corporate ladder, keep doing better, keep making more money, keep having more followers, like keep having more influence. And I think that like social media in comparison has really exacerbated that. But I think there's so much value in like
Start a podcast.
yeah.
Record weekly.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think there's so much value in like living a slow life, not in living a lazy life, but like living a life where you have enough margin to be able to enjoy life and like enjoy the people around you and like
Rhythm of rest.
take time to prioritize people. Yeah, a rhythm of rest. Like if you clock out at 5 p.m., like don't stay at work past 5 p.m. because like good for you, but like the next person who could take your job could do that exact same thing. Whereas Sam, don't eat the Kinder Egg. Whereas like I saw something the other day that was like you won't remember your boss won't remember all the nights you stayed after 5 p.m., but your kids will. And I was like, wow, that's such a good way to put that.
Come on, somebody.
But like I think we think there's like all this honor and value and like I'm going to be not just the hardest worker in the room, but like the person who works the longest in the room, and there's like a pride that comes in with like oh, how are you doing? I'm busy. Like, that is like a pride-filled statement of like, oh, I'm so busy and I can manage everything. But I have a lot of respect for people who are like, yeah, I'm done with work and I'm reading a book, or I'm spending time with my family, or I'm going on a walk, or I'm like picking up this hobby, or I'm using all my vacation days. Like, I think that there's a lot of value in that lifestyle, and I don't think many Americans live that lifestyle. So I respect that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I respect that too. I think it's very counterculture.
Yeah. Definitely here, at least. Maybe not other places, but definitely here.
I mean, even to like past generations.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like grandparents or something. I think it's very counter to what they grew up with.
Yeah.
And believe and had to grow up. But
Yeah.
also, I think, well, anyways.
Excuse me.
Different economy. Different government. You know what I respect?
What do you respect? What is happening?
I respect
Mm-hmm.
when...
Did you not think at all before you came into this podcast?
Listen, we planned this 10 minutes ago. Well,
Longer than that.
10 minutes before we started recording.
Sure.
I, on the other hand, respect...
Don't turn it into a hot take.
Yeah, that's honestly, that's what I'm like trying hard to not to do. I don't know. I respect a lot of things.
Okay, well, name one of them.
Stop it, don't do this to me. There's gonna be a lot of silence in this podcast.
I know, that's what
This
I'm
is bad.
saying.
I think we need to
Should I do
rethink.
my next one?
I think we need to rethink how we do these things because
I have another one.
I have become the issue.
Yeah. Okay, I have another one.
Go for it, please. I'm gonna think.
I respect when there's like an online argument happening on social media and someone says, I don't really want to argue with you on social media, but how about we meet up and we can have a conversation about it?
I've never seen that happen.
I've seen someone do that before. It was like the last election cycle. People were like getting real gnarly in a comment thread. And I don't ever engage in those because I don't think there's any purpose in arguing on social media. I've never seen someone's mind be changed in a comment thread, but I enjoy watching the drama. But someone literally commented like, hey, I don't want to keep having this conversation over social media, but would you be willing to like meet up and get coffee? And then the other person dropped out of the conversation, never responded. But I was
think
like,
that's the point.
I have a lot of respect for that of like, yeah, it'd be so much more profitable to like meet up in person because you can say a lot behind a computer screen and not feel bad, whereas you might be more willing to like actually have a conversation with someone if you're face to face.
Yeah.
So I have respect. I have respect for that. I also have respect in general for the I'm not going to get into a comment war on social media because I've never seen a situation where that has been profitable.
Mm-hmm.
So I respect that.
I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Still got nothing on my end.
Oh no.
Honestly, I thought I had something.
Yeah.
And then I thought, when have I ever seen that situation happen? And thought, oh, never.
Well,
so then I got lost on my own thought.
What if you like what's a trait in someone? It doesn't have to be controversial. It can be like what's a trait in someone that you...
I'm trying to be controversial, but everything I think
Don't
feels
think of
like a hot take.
Don't think of controversial things.
That's what I said. I was
Oh,
trying.
I thought you said, I'm trying to be controversial.
No,
and I
I'm
was like, don't try.
I'm trying not to be.
Oh, okay. I have another one. I can go again.
No way.
Yeah.
No, that's unfair. Okay, I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
I respect when people delete their social media, but they don't tell the social media that they're deleting it.
Yes! That's so true.
But the thing is, that feels like a hot take.
I don't think that's a hot take.
Okay, then I respect that. Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, you need to drop off social media.
Do it.
You do you. Like, You don't have to give your phone number to everyone. That just feels like attention, because then it's like, oh, they just sent me a reel.
Yeah, because
2 days after dropping off.
The people
Instagram.
who are really like involved in your life are probably already gonna have your phone number and like probably already gonna be reaching out.
Yeah, but also like I can see why they would do it.
Yeah,
but like those who, which I have friends that have done this. Those who have done it, I'm like, oh, I respect that they're not.
You just disappeared.
You just don't care. Like you're not tied to social media enough. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
To them, I tip off my hat.
You just tip your hat.
I tip off.
No,
English, I'm learning. I'm tipping my hat.
You tip your hat.
Hat has been tipped.
Yeah, sure. I have another one.
Okay, go for it.
I respect. I was like,
why are you shouting right now?
I don't know. I respect. This is a funny segue. What you just said, because it helps me out.
I love segues.
I respect.
Like, have you seen Mall Cop?
I do not respect Mall Cop. No, I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding.
I also don't. Paul Blart. Mall Cop, great movie.
No, I respect when people learn a second language in general, but specifically when they learn it not out of necessity. It's just like, I just want to learn, and then they fully learn another language. That, I'm like, what? You didn't even have to do that, and you went to the effort to learn an entirely new language. I think that's very impressive. Like you're learning Italian right now for like no reason, but you're learning it. And I think that's so, like, I respect that. Like, I'm learning Spanish.
Stop it.
I'm learning Spanish because I want to be able to, like, fully communicate with your family. And I want us to be able to raise bilingual children and me not be the one left out not knowing what's going on. Mm-hmm. So it's, like, kind of out of necessity. But, like, you're learning Italian just for kicks and giggles. And I respect that.
Gigs and giggles.
Don't say that.
You're giving me words of affirmation, and you know I'm bad at it.
Yeah. Again, Sam loves words of affirmation till they actually happen. Till they're actually said to him, and he's like, I don't want that. Nothing's true. Want
to say that one more time? Oh, that's wild.
Yep. So I respect that. If you're learning another language just for the fun of it and just for the purposes of academia and learning, good for you. Good for you.
This is so random. You know what I respect?
What?
This is so random. Bird watchers.
That is so random, but they're so cool. They like know so much. I've never met a bird watcher who's like, that's just some kind of bird. They're like, that is a northeast spotted hedged owl of macaw, and it makes this sound and it migrates from here in the spring, and it has this many eggs and they're this color. You know what I mean?
I had no idea you knew that much of bird watchers.
Oh,
I was just gonna say
made that up. That's not a real bird.
I know, but I was just gonna say I respect that they travel to just see one animal. But you're like, yes.
I love bird watchers. I want to be a bird watcher, but we don't have like
birds,
that many birds here on campus. They're all the same kind of bird.
I saw a hawk the other day.
We do have some hawks around here. And then we just have a lot of little finches. Those little brown and white ones.
That's just a bird for me.
That's just basic bird.
If it ain't a duck, or if it ain't a hawk, or if it ain't an eagle, it's a bird. And apparently there's different types of ducks which I did not know.
You didn't know there's different kinds of ducks?
I thought it's all ducks, not a duck and a mallard duck. I don't know what the frick a mallard duck is.
You just thought every different kind of duck was a duck?
I did not know there were different kinds of ducks.
It's like every kind of dog is a dog. Like there's no German Shepherd, there's no Dalmatian.
Dogs.
It's just dog. That's what you thought it was for ducks?
Yeah. Dogs are different.
Yeah.
There's different kinds of dogs.
Bird watching, that's so funny. That is.
I respect that.
That's a good one.
It's just the commitment, you know?
Yeah. That's good. My transition from that is I respect people who garden. Gardening is so much work. Guys, I have literally 8 strawberry plants. And they're in one tower planter. And I think about those strawberry plants like probably 10 times a day at least. Like, I saw a flower pop out on one of the plants, and I was like, Sam, there's a flower! And I tuck them into bed every night so they don't get frosted.
She literally tucks them
I literally take a little sheet down there, and I tuck them in so they don't get frostbite. Is that what it's called for plants? I know humans get frostbite. Is it plants also get frostbite, or do they just get frost?
How could I know?
I don't know. So the frost doesn't hurt them. I tuck them into bed every night, and I check my little weather app to make sure it's not going to frost. And I've been, like, babying those things. And it's literally just 8 strawberry plants. And strawberry plants are, like, so resilient. It's really difficult to kill them. Mm-hmm. People who have, like, a full garden where it's, like, everything, like, is watered on a different schedule or, like, needs different fertilizers or has to be planted this many inches away from each other. That's so much work. And then you have to weed them all. Mm-hmm. And then you get, like, very little produce from a lot of plants. It's just a lot of work. I respect that.
Low reward.
Yeah, literally. So.
Sounds like bird watching.
That's so funny.
You know what I respect?
What?
Another random one? Mm-hmm. But I definitely respect this one.
What?
People who use their blinker in a roundabout.
Okay.
I respect that.
You do that. Are you just hyping yourself up right now?
No, I've seen other people do it.
I hate that, I'll be honest.
Why?
I don't know. It just feels extraneous. It feels cluttered.
I'm driving into this roundabout. I'm going to take the first exit. This other human that's going to go into the roundabout is going to wait for me to go in, take the first exit, and realize they didn't have to stop. Let me just put my blinker so they can just go on through.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't trust people enough to feel confident that their blinker is actually telling the truth.
Well, your trust issues have no meaning
you
to
know what?
someone using their blinker.
I respect people who have trust issues. I'm kidding. Yeah, it's considerate.
I respect blind confidence.
If everybody did that, then I think it'd be fine. But because not everyone does it, I feel like it's too chaotic and cluttered.
Okay.
And
well, since when are we doing rebuttals?
Okay, you make a valid point.
Since when are we coming after each other?
You're right.
Thank you. Do you want to go next?
Did you have any more points to make about the blinker?
No.
Okay. I respect. Now I gotta think of one. Okay.
I have another one.
Oh, okay. Well, I have one.
Okay, go.
I'll go ahead and go. I respect people who can backpack for, like, multiple nights in the woods. Because I think I just really like to be able to use a toilet. And so the thought of like, backpacking through the woods and having to, like, I've gone to the bathroom in the woods on, like, a long hike. But, like, for multiple nights, it just really doesn't sound fun. And also, you can only pack so much because you're carrying it all on your back. And, if I had to do it for, like, survival purposes, obviously I would make it work. But I don't think I'd ever want to do that for fun. But I love the idea of, like, it just being you in nature and, like, having only what you need. I just know I wouldn't love the execution. But I respect people that can do that.
It's like, we've come thousands of years so that we don't have to do that for survival anymore.
I know. I'm like, our ancestors would look at us and be like, what are you doing? I worked so hard so you didn't have to do that. You know?
Go back to the AC.
Do you know how many sacrifices I made so that your toilet would flush?
Okay, random. Actually, I'm going to keep it for my random fact of the day, but this is...
Yeah, keep that.
Can I borrow your phone for that? I need it.
You need to write it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what the other thing I respect?
What?
Actually, I don't remember. You go.
Okay, what else do I respect? Okay, I respect, this is kind of random, but I respect when someone has a phobia and they don't let people peer pressure them into challenging that phobia. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the first thing you do when someone says, oh, I'm super afraid of blank, is you try to get them to do that thing. I'm super afraid of heights. Great, come on this zip line with me. Like, I'm super afraid of tight spaces. Ooh, we should go in a submarine. Like, like, I feel like the first response someone has when someone else says that they have a phobia of something is to make them do that thing. But when someone says, I have a deep fear of this, and I will not be doing that today, I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, what's your phobia?
I'm not giving that to the public. I'm just not. I don't trust them. No.
Is it the...
No. I'm not gonna say. I'm
Is
not
it
even
that
gonna
one?
say anything. I don't want that to be public.
Okay.
People don't deserve that.
All right.
What's
This
your
is not
phobia?
this is not my phobia, but a phobia that I do think is hilarious is when people are afraid of the sound of a cotton ball being pulled apart.
What?
Like the sound that cotton balls make. I know people who are afraid of that sound.
That's
And
so wild.
I think it's really funny. You're not gonna say what your
No.
phobia is?
No, I'm not.
Wow. Okay. I'll say my phobia. I'm deathly afraid of water. Like large bodies of water.
That's why she doesn't drink any water.
Yeah. Dehydrated 24/7. And that's not a joke. No, I'm not afraid of a glass of water or like a swimming pool.
No, but you are dehydrated.
Yeah, I am dehydrated. That's for real. It's not because of my fear. It's just irresponsible.
I've never seen anyone rehydrate themselves with liquid IV as much as I see. I see you do that.
Okay, let's not be exaggerating things because I've done that twice.
And that's all the times I've seen you drink water.
Not true.
No, not true.
I drink 4 sips before I go to sleep every night.
We're working on that, people.
We are. It was not one of my New Year's resolutions, though. Maybe next year. Dadgummit, what was I saying? Oh, I like the ocean, lakes, rivers. Hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them. I think they're beautiful to look at. I will listen to it with joy, but I don't want to be on a boat. I don't want to go swimming in it. I don't want to be on a dock or on a bridge or on a raft or in a plane above it. I hate the water like that. It scares the hecky out of me. And
What?
The hecky.
Mm.
The hecky out of me. All of the heckies leave when I have to get in the ocean.
I, on the other hand,
It's so scary to me. And it's called thalassophobia. Fear of large bodies of water.
am attracted to that. Wait, that
Huh?
sounds so weird. Oh, no.
Guys, give him grace. English is a second language.
I am
You like
drawn
drawn.
to
Yeah, that's
it.
better.
Dang it.
Oh,
On
no.
the 6th episode.
Or nor.
I am drawn to it. I like deep bodies of water. Like, just looking down on it and seeing the endless void. It's so scary, but it's, like, interesting to me.
You have something wrong with you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's so funny.
I also am afraid of heights.
Oh, there's the phobia.
No, it's not a phobia. It's just, like, I'm afraid to fall down and die.
Yeah, that's pretty human.
Yeah, like, it's not a phobia. Like, I love roller coasters. I love the...
Yeah,
the,
like
the-
it doesn't stop you.
No, like, I love the... What's that one called?
The drop towers?
The drop towers. Like, I love those. I think they're fun. I love, like, the sights of being in, like, a high spot. It's scary to look down, but I like that.
What is your phobia, though?
I'm not saying my phobia.
Okay.
I'm not saying the actual phobia.
Okay.
But that and deep waters for me are like on the same level of this is scary but exciting at the same time.
Interesting.
Or like the videos of like the ocean and like cargo ships in the middle of the
He
ocean
goes, no.
and like the waves being like 20 stories high
No.
above the boat.
No.
That to me, it's like, I honestly would
No.
want to be there.
No.
But also don't want to be there.
No.
You know?
I feel my heart rate rising just talking about it.
It's so cool.
No.
Anyways, on that note.
On that note.
And on that bombshell, let's wrap it up.
Oh, okay. I thought you would have another one.
No, because we're 35 minutes and we've been doing 2 long podcasts already. So
Okay.
like we should reel it back into like the 30-minute mark.
Yep. All right.
Well, that was the I Respect That segment. It might come back
Yeah.
some other point. It might not.
We'll probably have more respect.
We are still figuring what we're doing on this
For that.
podcast. But
Yeah.
are you okay?
Yep.
Cool. For we're still doing our unsolicited advice is what it's called.
Yes.
Dang it! And that's not what I looked for. Well, you know what?
Do you want me to go first? Because I have mine.
Yeah.
My unsolicited advice is
Oh, you already you know it.
that you should, if you're ever in a situation where somebody is crying, you should, as a general rule, have tissues available, but you should not offer a tissue to that person because what you are subconsciously saying is, I'm uncomfortable with you crying and I wish you would stop. So here's a tissue so that you can stop your crying and you can make yourself look better. So you should have tissues available so that if they're like, oh my gosh, I need a tissue, you can
They
say,
can grab
oh,
it
it's right there.
themselves.
And they can grab it themselves. But you shouldn't ever offer someone, not ever, but you, as a general rule, you shouldn't offer somebody a
You
tissue.
don't offer it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my one. When you told me that, my perspective changed so much on many things.
Yep.
It's a good one.
That's my advice.
And I don't have an advice actually. I looked up a fact, not an advice. I got it mixed up.
You can give us an unsolicited fact.
I'll give an unsolicited fact.
You worked so hard for it. I feel like you should.
I really
You
did.
should have it.
This is fun. Did you know that for you to be born, you needed 2 parents? Mm-hmm. And for that, you needed 2 grandparents.
4 grandparents?
4 grandparents. For that, you needed 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents, 32 great-great-great-grandparents, moving all the way up to 1,024 great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents.
Wow.
And like I'm sure you can double that number for
Yeah.
an extra great in there. So
Wow.
it just puts into perspective how many people were needed just for you
live
to
their
be alive
lives
right now.
just for-
Yeah, and how many
Yeah.
people will need to live their lives the way they did and go through the struggles and troubles that they did for you to be alive right now.
It's kind of mind blowing.
And I'm sure one of those great-great-great-grandparents I have has no idea or would never know what a podcast was. And that they lived their lives for me to do one.
And you know what's so sad? Is most people don't know the names of those people. Like, the farthest back I know of names in my family,
Great-grandmother, yeah.
I
I
know
don't know more than that.
I know one of my great-great-grandparents' names. Actually, I know 2 of them.
Wow.
That's it. Great, yeah. Because the
That's
one
wild.
was the one who originally immigrated from Germany. I know his name, but I don't know his wife's name. I just know him. And then the other one, I only know his name because my great-grandfather's name... Oh, no, I guess that's not. Because my grandfather was junior after my great-grandfather. So I know my great-grandfather's name because his son was the same name.
Wow.
So I guess I only know one great-great-grandparent's name. It's only because he was the one who immigrated to the U.S. It's the only reason I know his name.
That's impressive.
Everyone else is great-grandparents.
Yeah, so if you're ever feeling down, there is 1,024 people in your past that lived their lives in a specific way that got you here. Isn't that wild? I think that's wild.
That is wild.
But that's the fact. I don't have advice.
Did you ever meet your great-grandparents? Or had they passed by the time you were
I
born?
met my great grandmother and my great grandfather. Great, no.
Okay.
But
I
yeah,
met
I
one-
met one great grandmother who I actually like knew her well.
Mm-hmm.
I have like multiple memories of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a very vague memory of my great grandfather, but it was like we were there to say goodbye to him because he was on his deathbed.
Mm.
And other than that, no, I have no memory of any other great grandfather. Nothing beyond that. I don't think I even know the names of any great grandfather
Yeah.
or grandparent.
I knew one of my great grandmothers, and she was alive till I was like maybe 10 or 11. So I knew her pretty well. But all of the rest of them had passed by the time I was born.
It's wild.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Because that's just like one generation back,
Yeah.
like from the ones actually involved in our lives. Anyway,
Well, thanks for listening.
that was a random end to
Yeah.
this podcast. But thanks for listening. Have a wonderful Easter. I hope that you are able to spend time with loved ones and with your church. And
With
All right,
whoever else
and-
you have invited to Easter.
and with whoever else you've invited for Easter. Don't spend it alone. Invite somebody over.
Get candy because it's cheap right now.
It'll be cheap after.
Actually,
too.
no, it's expensive right now.
Be
Wait
cheap
for
after.
Monday. Once Monday hits, go hit those.
Go get your candy.
Go get your candy. You deserve it.
Go get you some candy.
Get those chocolate covered eggs.
Yummy.
Why did you stare into my soul when you said that? All right.
I don't know.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.